Thank you for coming for your session today. My name is Nancy, and I'm a professional counselor. Kindly share with me your name and where you come from. Okay. Thank you, Jane, for sharing about on your name, and again also sharing where you're from and where you work. As I said, my name is Nancy, and what we are going to talk here or we are going to discuss, I assure you, is going to be confidential unless there are harm or danger that we can perceive as we do our session. Kindly share with me what has brought you for today's session. Okay, I hear you say that you have some stresses at the workplace. I'll be with you for the next few minutes so that I'm able to see how I can assist you, even coping with the problem that you could be going through. Maybe you can tell me what has been happening at the workplace. What is the cause of your stress? Okay. Yeah, so I hear you say that there's too much work. You're not also coping with the shift. You are not also having long working hours. And this alone has caused a lot of stress to you, and you are not able to perform as expected. So as we look into this, let me assist you to look at what is stress in general. Stress is the body's reaction to the demands of life. And just to be specific, at workplace, stress is the adverse reaction to the excess pressure on the other type or any other type of demands that you could be going through at the workplace. And as you said that there is a lot of work, you're not able to cope with work, you feel you have no energy, it is good that we also look at what are some of the causes of stress at workplace. For us, as health workers, there are many causes of stress at workplace. One of them can be, and you have already shared, is the shift that we work through. Sometimes you're on duty in the morning, afternoon, or even night duty. Sometimes duty demands that you work even extra hours. So there is too much expected of us or expected of you when you come or when you report to work. Again, the shift could be such a stress to you because it is natural to work during the day and natural to be asleep at night, or even to wake up and work until 5 p.m. But as far as our health profession is concerned, we work in shift because patients do not tell us when they are going to be sick. And that's why hospital is 24 hours. So sometimes there is the long working hours. There are times that disasters come or emergencies come and you cannot leave on time. Sometimes at workplace, whether in the health profession or otherwise, there can be that feel that you're not appreciated. And you did say that you feel like you just work, and nobody appreciates you. And that alone can cause a lot of stress because you feel you are giving so much to the organization, you're giving so much to your clients or your patients, but your bosses or the colleagues do not appreciate. Sometimes, together with appreciation, there can be lack of promotion. You feel you're due for promotion, but it's like nobody remembers you. And you cited that you worked on this job group for a very long time and you feel not appreciated, neither promoted or an increment on your salary. Another thing that can cause a lot of stress is the policies for an organization. Looking maybe on the policies that you have at the workplace, maybe there are some areas that you feel that they do not really consider the worker or you as a person. So there can be policies that do not favor even the family or personal life or even how to balance your work. For example, there may be no policies on team building or how people who work in the same place can even practice teamwork or team building to enhance even their energy at workplace. So when we look at this, it is important to ask yourself, what are the main causes of my stress? Together with that, as you have shared, there is the issue of performance and duty allocation, what you need to do and what you need to finish. And some of the other things is like they are unrealistic targets. Maybe because we are not in the healthcare profession, and especially so for nursing, we tend to multitask and do too many things. And there is that expectation or target that you're supposed to meet. You may not be able to do that. There also can be conflicting demands. For example, you're supposed to be attending to a patient. At the same time, maybe the patients allocated to you, among them one passes on. So there is demand to go break bad news to the relative. So there can be conflicting demands. There is also issues of personality, job security. Sometimes there is that experiencing the low pay, and is that feeling of just be feeling unappreciated. And so when we look at all these, it is important that you observe yourself, and I would request you to share with me what are some of the things that you notice in yourself in terms of emotions, in terms of behavior, or even in terms of your thought patterns that you could be experiencing because of these kind of stress that you are going through. Okay. All right. Okay, I hear you say that you've been getting angry too fast. You've also realized that you're not coping well with other stuff. You also have a problem, you say you don't have energy. You feel exhausted most of the times. Your appetite has also been affected. Sometimes you're just eating, you feel like you're eating too much at junk food. You have poor relationship at home with the children and other family members. You also feel like giving up. You feel like there is no more energy for you to work. And these are some of the signs and symptoms that you are going through that are demonstrating how stressed you are. And so we are going to talk about in our next session, in the next part of our session, we are going to talk about even more signs and symptoms I'll describe for you, and you could observe yourself if you are going through also these kind of signs and symptoms. Thank you for your sharing for this part of our session. As we continue, we shall see even how to cope or to manage stress at workplace. Thank you.